Do not rejoice. Your victory is a hollow one.
Death really isn't so bad.
Wishes has brought you to this end. Who knows what secrets hide in the dark? How can you hope to stand against such overwhelming power?
Lord Illidan, I am sorry.
Run for the real power in Outland.
Alright, let's get my mic open up. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me just make an adjustment. I can't hear myself. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Let me just check it's all coming through. 1. Alright. Okay, I can hear myself on the stream. So look, I'm going to be farming primals. I'm in a farm spec at the moment. It's a combination of a deep affliction, a bit of demo for stamina, and a buff for my full armor, and then the rest is stronger shadow bolts, faster casting with an execute as in shadow burn. I'll break the spec down a bit afterwards. Pretty much it has a very high sustain. It's probably the word I was looking for in the title of this sort of video. And effectively we're going to go fire the primals. Now the primals, and I've got to say this, and I don't mean this in any other way, but I go into a zone, and I knew this from my previous video of farming air elementals in Classic. I put up a month or two ago. Basically, this spec is a level 70 version of that level 60 version, which means I've got more higher life health, more punch, and so I'm able to take on several mobs. I'm able to instant fear with so Aoe fear, so it's a Howl of Terror. So I can fear up to a maximum of 5 enemies for up to 8 seconds. Normally I have maximum of say 4 on me. I have everything dotted up. I'm draining life. Now also, the name of the game is also to tag mobs. If I dot things up, people will steal my mobs off me. And if you've ever played a dot spec, you know people are going to do that. And so I lead with drain life, dropping their life between 3 to 8%, and then I start dotting up, and I hit a combination of Amplify Curse and one of my spell trinkets. Now I've got a few choicy trinkets in the bag, but I'm stacking all spell power at the moment. My hit's only about 7%. Normally it's about up to 12. Affliction, I think it's higher. Let me just have a look. Hit rating. Yeah, Affliction's 15, whereas Destruction's 7. So we're pretty much doing all the dots. So we've got basically Siphon Life, Empowered Corruption, and Empowered Curse of Agony. No UA. It would be beneficial, but I wanted to have the stamina and tankiness, and also the execute power. So I made certain choices not to go for deep affliction. So now, at times I feel like a bully. I came in and I started, I don't try to take anyone, I just see a mob. My goal is, I see it, I tag it. Now there is server lag, there is lag. There are times when I look like I'm getting it first and it's gone to someone else, and I'm like, yep, no dramas. I've had this last day on Sunday people sooking at me going, oh, don't steal my kills, or it's like they own everything in the zone, and my response is, piss off. If it's yours, then you would have tagged it and you would have been bagging it. So there you go. Now the quickest in primals I've done is about 7 in an hour. That's the most I've done in an hour. Now this spot is pretty hot. I'm just gonna fear this guy because I want to put my spell power on. And let's just give you an example what we can do here. So he's dead. So we just AoE fear these guys, and then we just drain life, and then because I've also got drain tap, and I can. There's the use of my execute and the shadow trance ability, which is coming from Nightfall. And so the idea is we're just going to keep dancing. Now I have picked up a couple of BOEs when I was doing this. Now that AoE fear resets after 40 seconds, so it's pretty quick too. And the reason I kill these big boys is they do drop cloth, and they do drop some nice potential BOEs and things like that as well. So we're just gonna so he hit that, but he was using a low I think he was using a low level spell there. And I always bully or take on the lowest injure one, and the more dots I have on it, the more I'm gonna life drain. And we got this guy healing on us. I just showing off a little bit in how much I can knock off. But you can see I can get back to pretty much full health. The only thing that slows me down is I've got to stop to actually loot, which is key. Now my gold, you probably can see the top screen is about nearly 3,500 gold. It probably is with what's in my auction house. Now if you don't do it, I'm gonna take it. He thinks he can't handle 3, but I can. Oh, see that? I'm a bitch, apparently. I'm gonna go. Oh, play a better class. Oh, you little dick. You little dick. Little dick. Alright, we're gonna gnaw this little person. His attitude is he's in a better guild, so therefore he should get more stuff. That's the only thing slowing me down at the moment is so I have to actually loot. Right, I never came here. He thinks he owns this area, And that's got nothing to do with him. There, pissed you off. It's going to be my #1 priority now, mate. Oh, so he did more damage. So he's leading with more damage. That's what I'm talking about. So someone thinks they're in a better guild, you know, better this, better that, they deserve anything in the game. My philosophy in life, you got to compete. If you can't handle it, you're obviously getting carried. And I've got him on ignore now, so I don't have to put up with his stupid 12-year-old banter. He's probably fucking 50 years fucking old or something. I'm in the top guild. You fucking loser. Come meet me in real life. I'll show you my personal wealth and my business and all the rest of it, and spank you on your ass, knock you on your ass. But anyway, see little kid. No, it's probably an adult fucking male, I tell you. So he's learning to put his big spell power on. Gotta be quicker, mate. And the great thing is I can get shadow trains pop up 2 or 3 times, and I'll use that to tag mobs. So you do get occasional greens, but ideally we're looking for motes of fire, and that then is a blessing. I think I've got 5 already. So. And if the shadow train tops itself well, I can tag a few mobs. So Dark Pack is me draining my imp, who's just on passive and stays phased, so it doesn't get attacked, doesn't get damaged, and all the rest of it. Good, he's already bailed. What a whiny little girl. Let's see what he had to sook about. Oh, I've got too much loot. Now I usually go down the other end, but I came here Sunday and literally there was 2 guys fighting together from the guild, and I came in and I'm not trying to. I'm just tagging mobs. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. It's not. I'm not really phased. So he was trying to steal my mob. It's good to tell mages to piss off because they used to be in the AoE kings and they still are. But in this spec, I can, for days, just stay here. Well, we'll play a bit of safety first because there are times I push the limit and my life does fluctuate. Now, normally too, there'll be people up in the sky floating, watching, and they want to come down and steal your mobs because there are times where I just tag things with my dots. And they don't. So here we go. We've got 3, and this might blow into 4. So we're gonna fear, and this bastard wants to. So one's already dead. Another one's dead. Finish him off. We're up for the next one. Life's at almost max. We pump the juice up, we focus on draining life. I don't want to spend too much time dealing with him because I've got my dots on him. So we have now, and now because I've got 4 dots, means my life drain is higher, as you can see. Taking a risk by just dotting. On him, do a bit of drain lifing. Life's down. Now we've got that guy about to die. We're going on over. Dots are going to drop him. He's dropped. So there you go. You saw, I think, 3, 4. But I'm able to stay. I don't have to really drink. You know, there are times I push it, and these guys I don't really like attacking, but they have dropped VOEs for me, so. And their main... Oh, see that? He's trying to steal mine. But I knew he'd do that. Now I can safely hit him. Focus on draining him down. Do a bit of that. Tag him. Okay. I don't like him being on me too much. Killed him off. I'm getting a bit cocky here. Okay. Now what we'll do, because I sense that was me probably taking it a bit much, and there was a bit of lag there that paused and froze me for a little bit. So that's why I bandage. And if worst case, you know, I'm not here to prove that I don't have to drink or eat, but that's what I tend to do. If we need it, we'll top ourselves up. There's a new target. Start popping. He beat me to it. And the idea, the reason why you want to fear is what? Oh. is that you can drain life without taking too much damage. Basically, that's what you want to do. Oh, he's not fearing much at all. What level is he? 71. And they'll stop to cast fireballs, these boys.
Shadow trance.
Now what I'll do is, this will give me some breathing space. Wow! Well, what are you doing? Just watching me. It'd be funny if that's one of my own guild. Ah! Didn't I hate that? It didn't. It targeted. He's not the one that was closest to me. Good dog. All right, so we'll convert primal. So we're almost onto a second primal already. That's pretty reasonably quick. Like I said, the quickest I've done is 7 in an hour. 5 primals, which are about 30. Last night I sold them for 34 gold each. You gonna go for it? Good, okay. Oh, he's got longer range than me. There he is, trying to steal my mobs. Thinking he's tough. Like I said, sometimes I can't even pick stuff up. Now a dark pack, you watch my imp's life go. Now I can instant fear again.
Shadow trance.
I'll fire that off. I'll bring that into this boy. He's dead. Hit me hard. Oh, what the hell? You've also got to have almost a 6th sense here. And obviously you've got to tag, because you're just seeing people going to steal my stuff, and I ain't going to sook and complain to them because I'm, you know. Ideally I'd like to use that on a new mob, but yeah, so I'm sitting about just under 1,000 spout power, 987, 990 almost, let's just say that. If I've changed my hat I go up to 1,000, but 1,000, we'll see how that plays. Now I've done the Felguard spec and all the rest of it, but nothing competes to Deep Affliction with instant AoE fears, and basically you're a drain tank and you're the tank, and these mobs don't really hit hard. You can get overwhelmed. Those demons do smack you hard. So the most I've ever taken is 3 of those at one particular time. Whoa. Wow, my fears aren't really working that well today. Dude, I'm trying to loot the body and you're making it so hard for me. And now I've got Shadow Trance up. I can get in range? There we go, we're in range. Now, the best spec I have when I've got max range on my Affliction and on my Destro. Currently this spec I haven't because I wanted to try this particular build. Don't want to waste that. Take advantage of that. Let's run. Let's drain.
Shadow Trance.
Dead very quickly. Top up. Oh, I lose my run speed. Sorry, I'm losing my run speed because my hat has my metagem has run speed, spell damage plus run speed. Whoa. Oh! Can't believe I cast seeds on that. Alright, so we're up to 2. Goal is to get 5. I'll stay to 5 primals. And as I said, there's a reasonable amount of competition here. But it's a dynamic spawn, so it can like just pump the spawn out if there's a lot of people in this zone. My apologies. I have been very ill, and that's hence why I haven't done so many videos. Getting to level 70 by June 8th, I was absolutely sick as a dog, and we've had COVID outbreaks through Australia. So Melbourne and Sydney, and then even up, and then some dickheads come up to Queensland and the Sunshine Coast, and they were contaminated with the Delta, I think it's the Delta variant, which is the Indian variant.
Shadow Trance.
Okay, we'll finish you off, mate. So you can get maximum of 2 motes off one particular kill. If you're going to be mounted, mate, you're going to lose. That's all I can tell you. You're competing against me, motherfucker. And I ain't playing. See, I can just stand here and tank these guys because they don't hit hard. If they stay range, any sort of magic using class against this spec you just destroy them. Your self-sustain is just too strong, and you might lose half your life, but you've drained 3/4 of theirs, and then you're back to, you know, 90% life, and because you've got your imp, or you can use your succubus. But the reason I don't use old succubus, because the imp stays invisible and he gives me a stamina buff, which pushes me up to 8400 life. I've got a Kara trinket that gives me another 400 or something. What is it? The this one, Warlock badge, 3600, 36 stamina.
Shadow trance.
Now basically Shadow Trance is triggered by corruption ticks, so I've had it go off 3 or 4 times in the space of 5 seconds. So you basically chain gun and shadow bolts. I tried it in raid, and yeah, my performance was way down, which was hilarious. But in dungeon it wasn't too bad, but that's against fresh new 60s. Oh, got some trucks outside. Bear with me. Oh, I cannot compete with that range. That range is too far for me. Way too far. So I'm keeping him in front of me simply because he'll do less damage. From behind he'll take my
Shadow trance.
Alright, take the Shadow Trance and we finish him off. Again, the more dots I have, the more drain life I do. I hit him, but just that bit of lag. And I honestly aren't looking to what I'm bringing up. It's nearly been an hour, I guess. That's the only thing that holds me back is getting hit. See, by fearing them, it means they're not hurting me. I can suck the life out of them. In this case, I'm going to take the bank. And this guy's going to piss me off at one stage or another. So let's just sort him. I haven't come across another spec warlock like me at the moment, so, and sorry if you are sending me messages, I haven't got any of my chat screens up or anything, so I apologise in advance. But you can see the only thing holding me back here at the moment, because he's on me, I'm going to fear him off him. Okay. He's gone. Tap, tap. So we're picking up a fair amount of greens. I'd like to see a couple of BOEs. So I think at the most I made one sort of hour and a bit run, selling all the primals And I usually will be aggressive trying to sell the primals, and I always try to just undercut whatever the price is, but also don't want to sell them cheap. So sometimes there might be a stack of 10 that are cheap, but you need to spend 300 gold, whereas I'll put a stack of 7 in singles for 30 gold, 33 gold, or 3-4 gold higher, but still the cheapest singles. And they usually sell out because most people don't want to buy 10 in one hit. They'll buy a couple. And this is classic drain tanking. And now I could be more efficient at this, probably deeper affliction. More afflictions. But like I said, I wanted stamina and I wanted my shadow burn. And at the end of this I will show you my spec, so you got a rough guide. So the range on that hunter, I'm not sure what type of spec he is, but he must be really piss off. Alright, that's what we wanted to do. We just wanted to get it off. Oh, I can't believe you caused me this grief. Now you can see all that stuff on the ground. Now I've come to learn if I get too many shadow transfers, which is instant shadow bolts, I end up killing them too quick and not draining the life, and I start to have to fall into a I have to drink and eat sort of situation. Always pick on and bully one of them. Gotta kill. Alright, so we've got another shadow trance, we use that to tag. Making my life easy. Now I didn't take Curse of Exhaustion, so I could be using that as well, but I don't. So I have tried it, and I'd rather do more damage, but it would be beneficial at times because it helps. It's about having the toolkit. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a quick eat because we just want to fill up. We're going for 40 minutes. Alright, so we've got 3 primals. We're on our way to a 4th. 20 minutes. So goal was to get 5. I think Sunday was just the server. This particular area was just to get 7 in an hour. Like I was just killing non-stop, and I had a lot of competition, and I basically lodged them off. Now I'm not holding it against that guy because right, see, even though I was closer, frustratingly, his tag did a lot more damage. Now this spec that I'm using, it was okay for dungeons. It depends on what gear guys you're with. It was effective, it did damage, normal. Heroic might have done a bit more. But raid, yeah. I went from being the top DPS to probably top 4 or 5. Ah. Fucking Blizzard. Target the nearest mob to you that isn't already tagged. No, I'll target the furthest one away. Fuck you. Oh, yeah, you're gonna have... See, that's how you wipe out 4. If that was a hunter, he would have been wiped out. Oh, see, we got multiple shadow trances then. Just couldn't use it. But I did then. My shadow trance is better than motherfucker. Oh, you got it. Wow. How did that work out? Oh, there's a mate, Coffee Club. They're the guys you don't hit because there's 17,000 life. Okay, well I don't want to... Ah! When he hits hard, and that takes my damage. Does more damage than my drain life. Gotta get it down to about 8%. Oh, you're lucky I didn't have a... Now this is where we're gonna maybe get this guy to... Yeah. So what we do, we just turn side on and we run. 16,000 life, they hit like a Mack truck, they do curses, they do all this other shit. And then they cause you so much trouble. Yes, the standard fear can get me in trouble because it can go over near those mobs. Those big boy mobs. 17,000 life. I literally tried to wipe them out and I saw they had 17,000 life. I thought, by the time I killed one of those, I could have killed 3 of these at the same time. And I'm talking about these mobs down here. Where are they? There they go. Now, when I've been in this spec, and I have been 21 into Destra, I've had the range when Nightfall goes off to take full advantage. Oh, double moats there, so... Oh, he was trying hard. As long as I've got mana, I've got myself, I'm in the game. The great thing about a Warlock is you've got life, you've got mana. A Dark Pact allows me to drain my pet mana, so he's got about 3,500. So that gives me about 10,000. He's on it straight away. Now, Frost Mages are usually here single-targeting stuff. I think they're better spots for them to be to do AoE. I don't know if you can do that with... I hit first, but he does more damage. Therefore, he gets the tag. And I've got nothing that I can cut. Well, nothing that's instant. Let's just say that. Versus a hunter. Alright, and pardon for my coughing, I've been absolutely crook sick. I think I was on the verge of having fucking COVID, honestly. It's been spreading through Australia so quickly. But I'm wearing masks everywhere, but I've been really sick since January 8th. June the 8th. And I thought it was because of the long hours I put into level of 70. Personally. Plus it's extremely cold. For Queensland, 7 degrees overnight. Oh, give us double twos. That's what we wanted. Too good, too quick. I knew I've got to have at least a couple of seconds to top him. Alright, we got both these big boys. We're gonna do that, quickly do this, do that. Thank you, my friend. So I've got to say Hunter's probably, due to these instant attacks, can... Yeah, he does quite a bit of damage with his...
Shadow trance.
I'm not even paying much attention. My DPS around 800, that's not too bad. How long have we got to go? We've got 14 minutes to get 5 up. So 5 in an hour, like I said, yeah, steady. So then 345 life drain with 3 dots up. When we do the drain, we're getting just under 400. Plus the siphon life tick as well. Chop that up. Is he hoarding? Yeah, he is. Let's just deal with some music for a bit, save me coughing your ear. Wow, the dangers. It looks like he's had enough. Because I'm making him work, because if he doesn't tag everything, I kill it. Life. Pick up the item. Oh, I hate that. Now I can get overwhelmed here now because it's just myself. Until we get Shadow Trance. We can quickly kill shit. Now also... Oh. Alright, so we got 5 primals in less than an hour. 50 minutes. Now this junk adds up too, so nearly 2 and a bit gold, 2.5 gold. Less than an hour. Alright, let's just turn that music off because I didn't realise I was so loud. Apologies if my mic's pretty loud, you can adjust your sound accordingly. Truth is, don't be distracted by anything else but primals. I must have farmed a reasonable amount of primals. Like I said, I've gotten up to 3,900 gold, and then what I made is that for at least 1,000, and the gems, and then I made the shoes. So I got down to 2,500 gold. Spent about 1,400 gold, which is not effing hard, unfortunately. And I came and did probably an hour or so of farming, a couple hours of farming, sorry. And I got back up to Sunday afternoon. I was down to 2,500, and then farming Sunday night in prime time. I was able to get back up to 3,400. I thought it was going to be 3,500, but I couldn't add up. Now, as I said, in this spec, you don't give a shit about competition unless it's two other warlocks in this type of spec farming the same spot. Then you give a fuck, because oh geez, that would probably be a fucking nightmare. That'd be a nightmare for anyone, because it'd be just this spec basically hoovers, and you've seen me. Oh, resistance! What the hell? I seem to get resistable now that I've got higher more resistance. But normally what people work out is they see me hoovering up everything. I'm not competing, I'm just trying to tag mobs. If I can get a mob, I'll get it. If someone's obviously tagging a mob, then so be it. But if it's your mob, you would have tagged it. If you know what I mean. I'm pretty much just ignoring this fella. This prick's gonna probably get in my way. And no, you don't have to be uberly geared. I'm thinking about boosting another warlock. I have a horde warlock, but it's not going to do much for me on the alliance side. I have 3 level 60 mages, 1 horde, 2. Okay, this is going to be a real test. Okay, keep my nose front, keep my nose front. Drain. Okay, get that one drain. Kill that one. He's gone. Buff up. And do that. Pick up the loot. Now you can see the dynamics of this area. It spawns very quickly. So what we're going to do, and sometimes you've got to be quick with those shadow transfers. Okay, we got him dead. Shadow Trance backed up. Jeez, Essence of Fire when it used to be worth money. So we've got 5 minutes. If we can get 6, I'll be happy with that. So we're very close. It's RNG. It's RNG, baby. It's RNG. It's RNG. Oh, what am I doing? So I'm pretty much just ignoring their damage at the moment. And I'm showing off here, so... As you can see, goal is keep your dots up, don't panic. I don't know if I consider myself reasonably geared. 900, 990 spell power, 8.5 life, I suppose that's decent. So there you go, I killed a lot and no moats. How's that work out, huh? And you got to learn how to kite too, so that's one of the... Now, I'm not sure if anyone's bitching at me in chat, are they? Come on, I deserve it. There, another 2? Oh, that's just rude. Okay, we're gonna eat and drink. Okay, we need one more. We've got 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, we're close, they're close.
Shadow Trance.
Alright, so we just got 6 in an hour. And what we'll do is we'll kill this bloke off, just to piss off dropkick coming in. Just check, yeah, so I've been streaming for an hour. Now I didn't have to really make this video, it's not about bloody bragging or... I don't think it's anything special, honestly. You can use this Warlock Spec and everything, so we're going to get out of here. We're going to cash in our goodies, and then we're going to talk about the spec. You've seen it in action, you see me basically come in and bully and dominate the area. I don't think I'm bullying, I'm not that's how they dick it at the thing. What you get from people is the self-righteousness that they own the area, and any mob that spawns there, they reckon it's theirs. I think that's immaturity. It's a computer game. It's online. You know, it is what it is. And if, you know, I know there are certain classes can do things better than me, like the Frost mages, hence why I had 2 Alliance level 60 mages and a Horde mage, and I used them to farm, and I made several, I don't know how much gold I made at least 10,000 gold minimum on each side, Horde and Alliance, and I spent it on, you name it. And my Warlock, on a one-on-one, or say 1 to 3 mobs, he punched harder and killed those mobs quicker. But when you group up and do multiple mobs of between 6 to 10, the mage is far out in front. This isn't classic. TBC, the mage is still out in front for that. You can still do a lot of AoE, But in this type of farming scenario, self-sustain, self-healing, 3 fears, and those are instant AoE fear, Hail of Terror, again due to my spec, Death Coil, and then your standard fear, which is there. Problem with the standard fear is that it does last for a long time, and the mobs go crazy and they run off, and they can trigger those big boys, or they could die close to them, and it means you're not as efficient. Whereas Hail of Terror and the other one, Death Coil, they only run away for 6 to 8 seconds or whatever it is, and it means that they're staying reasonably close to range that you can drain and do your shit. Okay, there we go. So we're going to see what we've made on just pure gold. We've got no BOEs this time from what I can tell. We've got a few greens, 3 or 4 greens I think at the start. But like I said, when I came in on Sunday or Saturday, I picked up 3 BOEs. I think I sold them for a combine of 200 gold. One went for 100, the others added up to the other 100, or just under. Alrighty, so let's just quickly jump on here.
What's on your mind?
So we're prepared for 1.5 gold, and we sold the junk for 18 gold, which is all the bits and pieces. So 18 gold and raw gold. Okay, so that's not too bad. And I used superior wizard oil, which gives me another 40, 42, and and we picked up a bit of cloth as well from the demons. That's the only reason to kill them. Okay, let's put this up here. Put that over here. Okay, so what's this? 92 healing. We might put it on an auction house to see if it sells. Alright. We're gonna get rid of that. Actually, we're gonna probably try to sell both those on AH for 25 odd gold each, just to see how they go. Alright, so I sold a few more bags. Gets me close to the 3,500. Alright, so let's show you the full...
Great to meet you. Off with you.
Oh, well that's beautiful, because that turned into a large prismatic shade, which is 11 gold. So that was a good disenchant there. Holy shit, that should have been arcane dust, which is maybe maximum of 5. Okay, so look, while we're finding Stratton, because we're going to go back to the auction house into the real old world, so let's talk the spec. So, what you're seeing is destruction. The execute was done by Shadowburn, so I've got 11 points. Obviously, I get a little bit extra damage. I get faster casting in Shadow Bolts and Emulate. But the truth is, I take in 10 to get my execute, because I've played this mage class in multiple expansions, and having the execute at range is too good. Demonology. Now, I've gone with buff. So basically, this gives me 15% more stamina. This gives my my demon 15% more mana, effectively, which again is for me to drain, and then I get a buff to my full armor and demon armor. I haven't tried demon armor in this expansion. I've been running Fel, but all good. Now let's get on to affliction. Now I've gone 4 into affliction, which gives me 8% on hit. I got instant cast corruption, which is improved. I got 2 in improved life tap, and I've got 2 in soul siphon. So this gives me additional 4% for every dot I've got up. So you can see going, I think it was draining around 350 or 360, and with the 3-4 dots up, it goes up to nearly 400. Now I did also have improved drain soul, which means I would do a killer drain on my on a rank 1 drain soul to get 15% mana returned, and that may be a better sustain and all the rest of it. The reason I didn't want to take it is because I wanted more in other areas, and I needed a compromise, if you know what I mean. I could take 2 out of here and put 2 there, honestly. For mobs your level 70, 71, you don't probably need that, but I wanted to try the spec and the raid, so I wanted a bit more hit on my affliction dots. So I've got improved agony, I've got improved corruption, e.g. more DPS, improved curse, again increases DPS. Now this is where I get it saves me interruption on my drain life, drain mana, and drain soul spells, and I didn't take exhaustion because I'm compromising. I've got extended range, I've got nightfall, which is where you saw the shadow trance, that's what it is. I'll siphon life for the dot, plus 10% damage to my shadow spells, which is everything. Dark Pact allows me to suck the mana out of my demons, rank 4, and then 2 points into improved terror, which takes it from 1.5 seconds to an instant cast spell and recycles, and it resets every 40 seconds. It is phenomenal in farming and in PvP. So it's not a bad PvP spec as well. So there are definitely compromises in that spec. Personally, when fighting mobs your level, say 70 to 71, 68 to 71, you wouldn't need so much shit. You could take 2 out of that, put 2 into there, and you'll notice a difference, because when you're killing mobs, you're going to pick up 15% mana when you drain them back. So 15%, that's a considerable amount of mana back, which just makes less life tapping and less, just makes you better. Because as a warlock, if you're able to suck life back and mana back from the same mob, too easy. I'd probably take Curse of Exhaustion back if I was, because I'm going to respec back to my raid spec, and today's Monday and I'm looking to do it as late as possible. I think there is some benefit getting UOE, but if I have to put 5 into this to get to that, and that means I'm dropping something out of this tree, and I'm definitely dropping something out of this tree, because, you know, if you go full deep infliction, you've got to compromise. So I've tried to take what I consider the more punch, more life, and an execute. That's what I wanted. This here is what I need to get to there, so it is what it is. Alright. It's not a bad start. What level is it? Oh, 70. I don't think anyone's going to really buy that, but let's just try. 12 hours. It's, oh shit, cancel. Woo-hoo. I've nearly done that before. Woo-hoo. 20. Ooh, I wonder why that was so cheap. 25 gold. What was that? Another level 70. Okay. Doesn't look like people are sniping. I don't know if you can snipe with the trade add-ons at the moment. I'm sure you could, but I didn't realise these were 70 cloth items. But what we're going to do is we're going to try. Who knows? Someone might turn 70 fresh and think, "Oh, that's really cool." It's not bad. So we'll try selling these. Give him a shot for 12 hours. 25 gold. Otherwise we'll just sell them or just enchant them. It doesn't make a big difference to me. Okay, so we're down to, see what I'm selling primals, it doesn't matter what flavour. This is my concept with everything. Doesn't matter what you're selling. What I'm looking for is the lowest price I'm competing against, is it a stack of 10 or 5 or whatever? In this case, they're all singles. So I've been in situations where these 3 or 4 have been stacks of 5 or 10. So when you see the buy-out price, it's, you know, like this, 60 gold, whatever. It's like 300-400 gold. So most people don't want to spend that amount. People are cheap. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to stack 29, and always we just want to be right up that clacker jacker, 29. So let's just do 6. So if that all sells, 30 gold times by 6 is 180 minus thing. So we're looking at 150, 160 gold there, plus the 20 odd gold we got from turning the shit in, plus the large prismatic shard. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make some bolts. And we need only 4. And you're thinking, why do we only need 4 bolts? What are you doing? Well, we're going to make another weed bag. Now, normally, I would think about making a bracer. Normally, I'm just disenchanting them.
Be good.
That's why don't like to make too many of those netherweed badges, because to me, I'm like, how much money am I costing myself with the badges? But they're just you know, they're just there for play. So let me just badge. Okay. I'm just checking the sound. It sounds really loud. Maybe it's because I got my settings up really high for me, but again, you can adjust the volume. So what we're going to do is, let's just check arcane dust. Arcane dust. So arcane dust is 1.5 gold. And this is the thing. I make the braces and I can get possibly 3 arcane dust in a perfect world. But sometimes I'll get lesser these, a couple of those, and that instantly is not as whatever. So if we get 3, what's that one? What's that 3? 4.5 gold. Okay, that's 4.5 gold. Whereas another wig bag is approximately 446. And I'm a competitive person, so if you want to sell your shit, you've got to be proactive. And Lady Luck's on my side. I learnt about this major spell power enchant. I was thinking to myself, oh geez, I need to get that. And I looked it up, and you got to kill spell thievers or whatever over in Blade Mountains. And I was reading, and these are old posts from 2007, between anywhere from 100 to 200 kills to get major spell power. So I went over, flew over, it took a while to get over there. First kill, I was like, hang on, there's something extra on the body there, what's going on? And it was the major spell power, so I got it in 1 kill. So I'm hoping that's the same for everyone. So, giddy up and go. Now you can see this person, I don't know why people do this. 6 stacks of 1, and then they decide to drop it by 20 silver. If you don't want to do it by 1 copper, just do it by a couple of silver. You don't have to drop it by that much, because then it comes a race to the bottom, you know. When you've worked in sales, trying to sell in this country one of the most expensive products in Australia, you learn you didn't compete on price, and you say, well, there's a reason we don't compete on price. That's why we offer service. And I can't argue, but this is what we're offering. This is the best I can do. And you'd be surprised when people say to that. And I remember at times with business savvy customers and sorry, I apologise for coughing in your ear. This mega company corporation in Australia is massive. £800 gorilla would be an understatement. They'd come out with this offer, which was, say, 50% off for new sign-ups or whatever, existing customers or whatever. And if you either face-to-face or they walked in or you called them on the phone and just told the customer straight up and said, how you going, Bill? Bill, 50% off? They would reject it. And they would say, I want another 50% off. And you'd be like, what? No, this is a good offer. No, it's always how you present it. So I would get in, talk to my cold call, face-to-face cold, or talk to the existing customer and say, here's all the processes and benefits. Here's the standard pricing. And they're like, righto. And I said, look, let me look at what you got. I said, is this sounding good to you? And they said, look, it is, but look, you can't really. And I said, look, because you got this, this, and this, what I can do on this for the next couple of years, you get 50% off, and you're under no obligation to keep rolling over and pause. Or how's that sound to you? Or that's the best I can do. 7 times out of 10, I'd get a bet yes. That's how it works. But anyway, look, that's my Warlock Farming Spec. Hopefully I pick up another couple hundred gold there. And here I am, 3,900 gold, about 6 o'clock yesterday, down to 2,500, and then back up again. By no means the most way to make money. There are probably 20 million other ways of fucking making tons of money. But if you've got a Warlock, and you've got some spell power, and you want to play and have a lot of fun, and and for leveling, questing, just zones, you could suck the life out of fucking everything. This spec will consume, destroy. When it comes to raids, you won't be top DPS. You will not be. You can be up there, peaked at 3 or 4. There's at least. And the big problem too I noticed in the raid was aggro, because I'm not I'm not spec properly, and having my dots up to all these instant dots and allow me to do a lot of damage. Problem. Keeping the dots up on the target, man, I got massive aggro, and you only got so many soul shatters, and that takes 5 minutes to reset. So Destro, Shadow Destro, for me, which would be 21 in Demonology to get Demonic Sacrifice, and then 40 points in Destro, which gets you down to Shadow and Flame. So outside of that, I hope if you're playing a Warlock, don't come on my fucking server and steal all my shit. No, you go for it. But trust me, those 3 fears, you just got to learn to dot them up, keep your face forward to the mobs, and learn to kite a bit, so you're running on an angle, but predominantly keep your face towards the mobs. Otherwise, you get hit in the back and you slow down. Even those fire elementals will slow me down. Get at least minimum 2, if not 4 mobs on you. Hopefully dot them all up, and then Howl Terror. 4 of them will run away. You're draining life on the weakest one. You're always bullying and picking on the most injured one. Kill, collect, repeat, play. You're gonna get people who believe that they're owed, because they're there in the zone, that everything there is theirs. And then if you saw it there at the start of the video, there was one dickhead who happens to apparently think he's in one of the best guilds on the server, that I should not be beating him in farming. That is what's called a self-entitled prick, and that type of person. Mummy and Daddy either hugged him too much or not enough. They need to smack around the back of the head, and probably need to kick up the arse. And that person's probably 40, 50 years old, and probably works for the government. Who knows? But anyway, that's enough from me. So, hasta la vista, baby.
Do not rejoice. Your victory is a hollow one.
Death really isn't so bad.
And then another.